Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. I have to say this, man. Basically, I saw, you know, keep in mind they have these apps now where you can watch the entire football game in 13 minutes, where you don't have to waste 3 hours of your life watching the NFL. They have these devices on your phone where you can just see highlight reels and look up the stats, and then you can put together your videos, which works for me. But I will say this much. I want to say this about Russell Wilson. Unfortunately for Russell Wilson, you know, he had to play in an era where, he had to play with quarterbacks like, you know, uh, future Hall of Famers like Ben Roethlisberger and you know, uh, Eli Manning, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, you know, guys like that, just Aaron Rodgers. And when you think of Russell Wilson, you don't think of him as, a elite quarterback. But I will say this much. After what I saw yesterday, I know Russell Wilson don't got what you would call the glamorous eye raising stats. He hasn't thrown for 50, 60,000 yards. He hasn't even hit the 40,000 mark yet. But I think if he stays healthy, I think he could hit it within the next 2 seasons. I mean, he's only like 32, I think, something like that. So I think Russell Wilson could play 3 more years till he's like 35, 36. And I will say this much. That game he played with Cam Newton, that was a great game. It was a game for the ages. Both of them played great games. You know, Cam threw for almost 400 yards. Russell Wilson threw for almost 300 yards. But Russell Wilson threw for 5 touchdowns. And he threw a couple of bombs. And I want to say this about Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson, if you look at what he's accomplished in his career, only being 5 feet 11, Russell Wilson is a first ballot Hall of Famer. And that game yesterday showed me that he will be in the Hall of Fame. Now, like I said, unfortunately, he get lost in the shuffle because, like I said, he had to play with all these other, you know, uh, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame, quarterbacks. So his name kind of get lost in the shuffle. Russell Wilson is going to be one of them dudes that's going to be celebrated probably when he retires and when his name comes up for the Hall of Fame. People are going to be like, man, Russell Wilson was really a good quarterback. And unfortunately, a lot of people still tie him to what happened to him in that Super Bowl where basically he threw that interception, which it was bad play calling by the offensive staff. Pete Carroll and his offensive coordinator should not have called a throwing play when it was like second and goal. It was just it just didn't make any sense. And people just gonna always remember him for that. You really hope Russell Wilson could get back to the Super Bowl and win another Super Bowl because I do think that will be erased if he can get back to the Super Bowl and win another one, which I hope he does because, like I said, that is forever going to be tied to Russell Wilson's legacy. Even though he won the Super Bowl, even though he destroyed Peyton Manning and the Broncos in the Super Bowl, but they not gonna remember that. It's gonna be all about that interception he threw, which would have helped Seattle repeat as Super Bowl champs. I'm not even really a Seahawks fan, and that play hurt me because the Patriots didn't win that game. Seattle lost it. So, but I think that's something that's haunted Russell Wilson since that happened. And I think Russell Wilson is a exceptional quarterback. Like I said before, he doesn't have what you would call the fancy highlight reels. You know, but he's done his job. So that's pretty much what I have to say. Yes, Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.